Welcome to AFTV. Got Robbie with me. Very, very disappointing. Listen, mate, you're going to get some stick in the next couple of days. I didn't see that coming today. Well, first of all, what's your thoughts?
Rubbishly. It was terrible. That was our, at home, that's probably the worst performance of the season. We're 1-0 up. And when we were 1-0 up, I thought we was very comfortable. United hadn't really done nothing. We were controlling the game. And then after that, it's almost like as if we conspired to just say, hold on, let's make a game of it. Let's let them back in the game. What was Zubimendi doing? And even before that, we made a couple of errors like that and got away with it. And they still didn't learn. I just didn't understand it. And then we let them get back in, because you can make one mistake like that, possibly get away with it. But with players of this quality that you're up against, United may have been having a hard time, but they've got quality players. You're not going to get away with it twice, right? So they get they get a goal back. We start off the second half, I thought, very lethargic and flat. They score, I thought that was a great goal by Dorgu. But again, in the midfield, the way they just popped the ball around and we were just static. And then after that, to be honest, we didn't even really deserve to get it back to 2-2. It's just really, we're so good on set pieces. We get it back to 2-2 now, right? Can we go on and win it? No. Yet again, more mistakes, more space given. And it was just a shocking performance. And I want to, they said we've got a throwing coach. From throw-ins, what is it that with us that we take about half an hour to take a throw-in and then still give it away? What is the plan from a throw? I mean, we're so meticulous on set pieces and that, but I've noticed it not just today, in many games this season, especially when Ben White's on him. He'll get the ball and he'll just stand there like that. And you're like, throw the ball to, and then when they do throw it, they're all set, they win the ball back. I mean, honestly, today, that was worrying today. That was a worrying performance. Like you said when I was interviewing you, that's now 3 games in the Premier League. Forget the Champions League and forget what we did in the Carabao Cup. In the Premier League, that's 3 poor performances against Liverpool. All right. We said, all right, well, could that be down to tiredness or whatever, right? The one against Forest, we should have took our chances. And then today, that's 3. And remember, that's like out of possible 9 points. That's only 2 taken. We could be out of sight. We've let everybody back in.
Yeah, we've let it go down to 4 points. If I look back on it and I think we're watching the game, only through live and everything like that. I think to myself, our midfield should be dominating. And I felt that their midfield done us today.
Yeah, because our midfield was so sloppy. So it was very easy to play against us because we'd have the ball, just give it to them. They'd be like, all right, thank you, and then they just go on the attack. Literally all of their goals that they got came from errors by us. Or poor player, us just giving the ball away. I thought we was really, really bad today, And when you consider how well we played, we was there during the week, and how well we played against Milan, how well, we've done in the Champions League. What I just don't understand how they put in a performance like that. I'm not going to get carried away. It's the first defeat here in the Premier League, but it was just worrying how. And then what was worrying for me, or what I didn't like, right, is that we're chasing the game and we're still this slow build up from the back. A couple of times when we got the ball long to Gyökeres, we actually had a bit of joy. I thought when he came on, he showed a bit of strength and everything and held it up and tried to. So why not do that a bit more? We still seem to be like slow from the back. Like we got an extra half hour left.
Is that tactics?
It must have been in the game because I just couldn't understand it because, as I said, when we was getting the ball up quickly to Gyökeres, he actually I thought he had an impact when he came on, a mini impact, but he was causing a few problems. But how many times did he get the ball? Or how many times did we get the ball up to him? Because it was way too slow. It was way too predictable. Pass from out from the back, try and draw them on. What are we drawing them on for? They're winning.
If I'll be honest, out of all the substitutions, the only one that sort of made any impact was Marino, if I'll be honest.
Marino, yeah, he scored. Listen, and you've got to give the manager credit. He went for it. He threw 4 substitutions, went for it in that. But I still felt that we didn't really Madueke was awful when he came on. He's this beating man and they're just running the ball straight out of play. He did that twice. It's unforgivable, that. But I just felt that, it was just so slow. Everything was slow build up, and we got to sort that out, and we got to sort that out fast. You know what I mean? Leeds away next week now. That's not going to be an easy game.
Well, obviously now, like the Leeds game now brings pressure because it's only 4 points. Serious pressure now.
Serious pressure.
And we were 7 points clear. And did you not think that there was pressure and it showed today?
Well, the thing is about it, when you're winning 1-0 at home, the pressure should be on the other team. What pressure? You're winning 1-0 at home. I get it. All right. If it's and even at 1-1, should that be that it's 1-1 at half time? So you know it's not like it's 1-1 with 10 minutes to go and we know we really want to get the 3 points or whatever. You got a whole half to sort it out. So it was just what pressure? What's the serious pressure? And then you get back 2-2. What's the pressure then? What is the pressure then? You know what I mean? It's just poor play from every single player on that pitch. I don't really think, you said Saka, maybe Saka, he weren't too bad. He was the only really threat in the game from his, his crosses, and he was, but everybody else.
Well, when you look at it like from the second half, one of the big, I didn't say it on my interview, the disappointing things for me was when we come out in the second half, it was the same. It was no life in it.
Slow, lethargic. You know what I mean? We're playing Man United, man. We should be like a bit like what they did last week to City, where they were really on it, really aggressive. Where was that? You know what I mean? It's in the second half.
I think we was a little bit frightened because of what you see last week against Man City.
No,
because I felt we was a bit cautious, worried about their counter-attacks.
The thing is, we started the game all right. We're 1-0 up. I don't get why we should be frightened. I just felt that today the players were just so sloppy. Honestly, like to a man, everybody was just like sloppy play, under-hit passes, giving the ball away. I mean, the Zubimendi one, he's not even under any pressure.
No one.
We got to tighten these things up. I've seen that that was a bit like the Saliba one at was it Bournemouth?
Gabriel
at Bournemouth. You know what I mean? You're under no pressure. This is the Premier League, man. Even the Champions League 1 players are going to score goals if you give them, a free run. So honestly, we threw the game away today. We really did.
Final point, that's our third defeat now. That's two defeats when we've been beaten with shots from over 30 yards. At Liverpool and today. Are we looking at the keeper or are we just saying that they're just wonderful?
No, it's
shots?
A great finish. Mateus Cunha, we know if you give him that type of room and that sort of space, he can curl it. I don't think the keeper had much of a chance with that goal. It was a great strike, and then the second strike. Let's give them credit.
2 great strikes. I'm with you.
They were. It pains me to say, they were the better team. They deserved to win, even when we got it back to 2-2. I'm happy, obviously, but we didn't deserve it. We didn't deserve it, man. We didn't play well enough. We had a lot of the ball. We had a lot of possession. We didn't deserve to get anything out of that game today. If we would have won that, obviously we'd all be buzzing in that, but deep down we would have known that we didn't really deserve to win that. They were the better team. Yeah.
Where do we go from here now on Wednesday? It's a difficult game because it's a dead rubber and they're not going to cause us that much quality. But you've got to be looking at players now to come in and take shirts.
For me, Wednesday, you just rest up the most of the players that you're going to play in the weekend, and then you say to those players, they've got to go out and get back on track with their performances in the league, right? Because it's a defeat, but it's not terminal. We're still 4 points clear. We're still in. Nobody's really been playing well because them two both lost last week as well, right? So nobody's been doing. But we've got to get back to winning ways. Get on a streak. Go and win 4 games in a row in the league.
Yeah, I think
if we go and do 4 or 5 games in a row, we're probably going to win it. We've got to get back into this.
Okay, thank you very much. Cheers, Rob.
Travelling to away games has never been easier, especially with Rocket Mobile.
Unlimited data, unlimited everything in the UK. When you leave the UK, it's 20 gig of roaming data. Life is very easy.
£16 a month, no hassle.
How you doing?
You're doing all right?
And this is what you get in Europe.
I know.
Come on, the others!
Come on,
Thank you so much. You're the man.